Okay, so welcome students of PGDM fourth trimester. This is Dr. Mukul Jain. So we are discussing about our subject legal aspects of business. So this is a new trimester for you people, and this is a new subject for you. So I welcome you all in this new trimester, and let us take this journey of legal aspects of business. So as you know, as the name indicates, as the name of the subject indicates, legal aspects of business. So we are all business students. So as business students, we must know the legal implications of the business transactions. Because without understanding the basic legal implications, we won't be a good manager. And as you know, that the ignorance of law is not an excuse. As a citizen, even if you are driving on a road, suppose a person has come from the rural background and he or she is driving on in a metro city. So it, it will not happen that a person crosses the red light and will say, no, I didn't know that what was the rule. So one has to know the rule before driving. So or coming in the city. So this is not an excuse. I was from another rural background, so I didn't know that you have to wait and all those things. So therefore, so just to tell you a simple example. So similarly, in business contracts, we must know what are business contracts, what are the repercussions of entering into a contract or breaking a contract. Then we have included topics of insurance laws. So in any industry, you need to insure your building, you need to insure your plant and machinery, you need to insure your stocks, then you need to insure your people against health issues, against their life. You need to take a key man insurance policy. So we have included that insurance topic also. Then we have included in company law. Now company law, because most of us aspire to work in corporates. So we must know, how the companies operates. Uh, what are the terms and conditions stipulated under Companies Act 2013? And thereafter, there are many amendments have also come in 2015 and 2016. Then in 2016, the BJP government also introduced another act which has got a far-reaching implication, which is called Bankruptcy and Solvency Act 2016. So almost every day, there is some reference to this act, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act. So as management students, we must know what is this act all about, what are the what are the solutions for a company who goes bankrupt or who becomes insolvent. Then we have also included the RTI Act, Right to Information Act. Then we have also, as we were talking, so this is, you can see on your screen, there is law of contracts, there is law of insurance contracts, then there is company law. And what is the concept of directors of a company, independent directors, rotation of auditors, CSR norms in a company, what is the concept of women director. So all these things we will be studying. And what are limited liability partnership organizations, what is a one-person company. Then Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act, what is the role of NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Then we have also included Prevention and Sexual Harassment Act, which is also known as POSH 2013. Now, especially HR department is holding trainings for this act. So in an organization, you must know what are the implications of violating this act. Then Competition Law of India, Competition Commission of India is there, so we'll be understanding about it. IPR, patents, copyright protection, trademark protection. As a business student, we must be aware of these. Then consumer protection law. So even if you are in a tangible products industry, or even if you are in a services industry, you are liable to be prosecuted or be taken to a court if you violate the law of consumer protection. So you must be aware of it as managers. Then RTI, if you are working in a government sector or in an NGO, then RTI will be applicable to you. So if there is any information which is being asked by the public, you are bound to provide that information. Then IT Acts. Definitely, digital is going to play much more important role now after this COVID lockdown period. it's still playing a role, and in the future it's going to play a very important role. So we must understand the various nuances of information technology, and then law of sale of goods and law of negotiable instruments also we will be studying. Okay, so good. So, and you are most welcome to add anything to what I am saying in between. You are most welcome to ask any question. So we want the sessions to be interactive sessions. So I hope everybody, and I know that you people are quite interactive. You people ask a lot of questions, so because we have attended other guest lectures also. So I hope the same behavior will continue. The same behavior of asking questions or making the sessions interactive will continue. And so once again, I want to just reconfirm that I am visible, my slides are visible, and my voice is audible to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You are
sir.
audible.
Great, great. So now
Sir, you are audible, sir.
I'm audible. Okay, very good, very good. Right, right. So let me open up this presentation, which is there on your screens. This is Law of Contracts, which is our first module or the first chapter, you can say. Law of Contracts. Is everybody able to see this screen?
Yes, sir.
Law of
Yes,
Contracts.
sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay, so first of all, what is a contract? See, whether in business, whether in personal lives, we have to make contracts. We have to enter into a contract. So very simple definition, we are saying a contract is an agreement made between two or more parties, which the law will enforce, or you can say which is enforceable by law. So second line, we are saying a contract is an agreement enforceable by law. Now, the question arises, what is an agreement? Then what is an agreement? So contract is equal to agreement plus enforceability. So if I ask, what is an agreement to you people? How do you define an agreement?
Sir, when you agree upon certain rules and regulations,
Okay.
two or more parties will agree on the same when they are on the same page. So that will be an agreement.
Mutual
Yes.
acceptance rules and regulations.
Right. Good. Right. Good. So right. So you're saying every promise or every set of promises forming consideration for each other is an agreement, or you are saying when two or more parties, agree on certain things to do or not to do certain things. So in agreement is equal to offer plus acceptance. One party will give an offer. For example, you people, when you are in a hostel, in a room, so maybe between two room partners, one person say, we'll go to watch a movie today, and we'll go in the mall and we'll have some shopping and we'll see a movie. So would you like to come? So offer, so it was a kind of offer, that yes. So other person says, okay, let's say. Or one person says, okay, today we'll go to the movie and I'll bear the tickets for the movie. So one person is giving the offer, the second person who will reject such offer. So the other party will say, okay, oh, great. So offer plus acceptance. It becomes an agreement. Or you also agree, say 4 or 5 students who are there in other rooms also, you say that, okay, today we all will reach a particular mall and we will then decide our next course of action. From there, we'll just shop around, we'll have some dinner over there and have some fun over there. So that is agreement. So every promise or every set of promises forming consideration for each other. Now, this is a word consideration which we use in terms of contract. We will talk more in detail about consideration, but here in business law, consideration means what one has to offer to the other. It may be money, it may be a good, it may be a service. So forming consideration for each other. Now let us say you promise to your friend that yes, you will invite him for dinner and you will bear the cost of the dinner. Somehow, you could not keep your promise. So agreement was broken. So what will happen? Due to some whatever reason, due to some reason
Nothing
or the
happened.
other, nothing will happen. Why nothing will happen? Why?
Nothing will happen.
Because
Sir,
there is no
it wasn't
enforceability.
legally
Because
binding,
it's just an
sir.
agreement, sir, not a contract.
It is not legally
Sir,
binding. Yes. So therefore,
yes, sir.
Because
it was
yes,
not
sir. It
legally
is not a
binding.
contract.
It was not a contract in that sense. So therefore, that is why in our last slide we are saying contract is equal to agreement plus enforceability. So therefore, we say that all contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not contracts. So all agreements may not be a contract, but definitely all contracts first of all has to be an agreement. When you give it a legal shape, when you give it a legal clothing, then it becomes a contract. So a legal obligation having its source in an agreement only will give rise to a contract. Right. So the next line I am just skipping. We'll talk about that later. So agreement versus contract. So agreement is a promise or a set of promises, whereas a contract is essentially an agreement that is a promise or set of promises in order to create the legal relationships. And then we were talking about enforceability. An agreement may or may not be enforceable at law. For example, we are saying social agreements are generally not enforceable, whereas business agreements are enforceable at law. Now, we say that contract is enforceable by law. Some of the people say that yes, when an agreement is written, then it becomes a contract. But every day, we keep on buying certain things. We buy a lot of grocery, we buy vegetables. Every time we will not get the bill or the invoice. So, won't it be a contract? Every day I am buying, things like I am living in a society. We have a Safal shop, of course. Safal shop gives a printed receipt. But there is a grocery shop, he doesn't give a receipt and nobody asks also for the bill or the receipt. Because every day we are buying milk, every day we are buying bread and essential things. So is it a contract or not?
Sir, no.
I'm asking you people. No.
So it's not a contract.
No, no, sir.
Not a contract. Well, this is also a contract.
Sir, if you can
Sometimes.
prove that you have bought from that shop, then only it will be a contract, right?
Okay. See, you are right to a certain extent. Yeah, in larger, you can say, in larger contracts or in cases where the stakes are higher, where the money involved is higher, definitely a written contract would be better to enforce it legally. But day to day, if the milk was faulty, milk, you brought the milk and milk got spoiled, milk जिसे कहते हैं in Hindi, milk फट गया आपका, he gave you a stale milk. Want the shopkeeper, a good shopkeeper, want he take back the milk or take back the bread? If you took the bread and immediately you bring back the bread to the shopkeeper saying that यार के अंदर से तो इसमें सारा फंगस लगा हुआ है. So of course there will be a different experiences, but mostly if he's a shopkeeper and if he wants to make a goodwill, won't he change or return or replace that item to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He will do that.
Why he will do it?
Sir, because he is bounding with the company, so the company has the responsibility to take care of its customers.
So somewhere, he's afraid. Number one, he wants to have repeat sales also, because he wants to build his goodwill. Like in marketing we say, but besides marketing, there is some legal aspect also. He's afraid that tomorrow, it may be a small item or a big item, but tomorrow he knows that somebody may lodge a complaint with the company, somebody may lodge a complaint to somewhere, and it may affect my business. So somewhere legal implications are there directly or indirectly at the back of the mind of that person. So legally speaking, I would say that it will come in my slide a little later. Legally, it is said that it's not necessary that all the contracts have to be in writing. Contracts can be verbal also. Of course, it is difficult to prove if it is a verbal contract or if it is not in writing, but the law is strong enough to build the sequence of events in certain cases, to build a series of evidences, through witnesses or through the circumstances of the case. Many times, even in murder cases, in criminal cases also, or in cases of rape, or in cases of fraud, the courts have been able to join the dots together and come out with a judgment. So many times the evidence may be very crystal clear. Sometimes the evidence may not be crystal clear, but it is by joining the dots of the event and by joining the series of circumstances, it may be proved. So therefore, this premise that contract only written contract, written agreements are contracts, it's not a right premise. Right? Of course, it will create difficulty in proving it. But of course, because in day-to-day lives, don't we take hire a auto or hire a rickshaw? Since we were children, and we used to negotiate to auto wala. You also, when you come to say Gurgaon and you land up say at Huda city center, and from there you want to hire. If it is Ola and Uber, of course that it is a pricing which is IT driven pricing. But if it's an auto, so he'd ask for 100 rupees, you say no, 80 rupees or 70 rupees. And when it is agreed that 80 rupees, then both the parties have to honor that. There is nothing written over there. But a lot of trade, a lot of daily transactions are going on verbal. You can say verbal promises. So we can't say it is not. So some kinds of legality is there, or it may be proved. There may be a problem in proving it, but it may be proved. Right. So agreement versus contract. So therefore, we are saying a contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law, and in fact, an agreement is not always binding on the concerned parties. But a contract is always concluded and binding on the concerned parties. So we treat it as a contract. When we hire an auto or a rickshawala and we have agreed on a particular amount, so both the parties are bound by that amount, and they remember that at what price they have engaged it. So it becomes a kind of a contract between us. Now, there are certain classifications of contracts. First of all, there is a classification on the basis of enforceability of the contract, how you are able to enforce it. Number one, there is a valid contract. Second, we call it a voidable contract. The third form, we call it as a voidable contract. And the fourth is unenforceable contract. So this is one kind of classification. There are other kinds of classifications also. We will be coming to that. So what is a valid contract? Now, as the name indicates, it is an agreement enforceable by law. An agreement becomes enforceable by law when it satisfies all the conditions prescribed by law. Now, what are those conditions which are prescribed by law? So, what are those conditions which are prescribed by law? So, I'll just come to these slides. These are some of the conditions or essentials of a contract which are prescribed by law. That these are some of the essentials to be there in a contract. The first one is offer and acceptance. those of you who have studied this in, say, your BCom or BBA, if you have studied this, would you like to tell something about what is offer and acceptance over here?
So, sir, there must be an offer by one party and the acceptance from the another party.
Okay, your good name?
It can be anything, sir.
Sorry? The female, my young lady. So what's your good name? Who spoke?
Sir, Sonal.
Sonal. Okay, great, Sonal. So one party has generally, in a contract, sometimes you have to prove that who made the offer, the first offer, and then the second party, the second party accepted it. So, for example, you invest in a mutual fund scheme. So the person came to you, the sales person came to you, explained you various schemes of mutual funds, offered you various schemes, and finally you, after going through various schemes, after knowing about their returns, about their risks, you finally accepted one of the scheme and said, okay, and you gave the check and you signed on the form, the application form of the mutual fund, and wrote the name on the scheme, either by SIP you have invested or one time you have invested. So you have accepted that. So offer and acceptance. Second is, we will go into more detail of offer and acceptance as per our subject demands. So, but right now we are just trying to understand them in a simple way. What is consideration? Those of you who have studied it earlier.
Sir, whatever is being offered is consideration. Whatever the first party is offering,
Okay.
it is
So
something
what-
of value.
So any subject value having value.
Sir, what one
Okay.
has to offer to the other?
Okay, great, very good, very good. So both the parties have to offer something to the other. Like one party is offering a mutual fund scheme and he's providing the services at the doorstep of the customer, taking the check and he will deposit. The second person is giving the check. So consideration is from both the sides. Similarly, when you are buying a television set for your home, so you are getting the television set and the showroom is getting the money from you. So there has to be a give and take. So consideration is give and take. In case there is only a offering from one side, but there has not been offering from the other side. Let us say I received some money from a person and in return there is no proof that I have given something to the other. So consideration was not proved from both the sides, so it may not be a contract. It may be an illegal thing. It may be a bribe that somebody. So that means consideration is there. But what consideration is that? I have done some work. I am a government official. I have done some work for the other. So that means, so the premise, the court will infer that since I have taken some money and I have been caught taking some money, so that means I would have done some work or I would be doing some work out of the way, going out of the way or doing some illegal work for the other party. So consideration is necessary. Of course, let us say
No, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
That
Yes,
may
please.
not be a better example because in the example you are given, the government employee is doing something for us, right?
Yeah.
We are not giving him money for simply he is doing something for us and we are giving money. That means there is give and take.
So give and take is there, but first, second, third, fourth, fifth point, you see my cursor, legality of the objective. This is not, yes, from that aspect, it is a contract because there is a give and take.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But it is not legal, so it will not be considered to be a valid contract because it is not legal to take a bribe. And if I do something, I have to give the receipt. If the government department is saying, yes, you have to deposit this much amount, you will be given a piece of land. then yes, it is a consideration and a proper receipt is being given. So why I wanted to give you this example, consideration means if it is not proved that the other person has done some work, it is only proved that I have received some money as a government official. It will not be a contract because it is just a one-way thing. I have done some work for the other, so it will be inferred from the circumstances of the case. कि हो सकता है आपने भी कुछ किया होगा उसके लिए. For example, I give you another example. See, right now in Haryana, there is a BJP government. Before this, it was a Congress government before 2014. And it was Bhupinder Singh Hooda was the Chief Minister of Haryana. So, you must have read in the newspapers also that still this case is going on against Bhupinder Singh and his government, that they had allotted huge chunks of land to Mr. Robert Vadera at a throwaway prices. So even if you have given a certain property or certain object at less price, which is less than the market value, again the proper consideration was not there. So again it is under the scrutiny of the courts and the cases are going on. That since he was the son-in-law of the UPA chairperson, so that way it was called a consideration. This consideration was not right. So officially the consideration was less. So now you got this point. So why consideration is important to make it a valid contract. So and it has to be an adequate consideration. That is at fair market value. The consideration has to be a fair market value. Or it has to be commensurate with the product which you are getting. Many times, in government circles, it happens that people take money, but they sell the product or the property at undervalue. So just to, oblige the other person. Again, it goes into the category of a bribe because it is not an adequate consideration. So adequate consideration is also very essential to make it a valid contract. So the third essential is capacity to contract. What do you think would be capacity to contract?
So like both the parties should be in capacity to enter the agreement. Like if one is bankrupt or he's under the influence of alcohol, then if he's entering a contract, then it will not be considered a valid contract.
Absolutely.
And sir, also like the person should be sound mind so that he can understand what all are written in the agreement and the contract.
Yes, sound.
Correct. So person should be of sound mind, should not be a minor. You cannot have a contract with a minor. Number third, person should not be under the influence of any intoxication, under influence of drugs or liquor, and then a person has entered into a contract. The person should not be declared insolvent or a bankrupt, as you just said.
He should intend to contract with his will. Like he should not be forced to enter.
He should not be forced, yes.
Yeah.
Another example of capacity, very good. So another example of capacity to contract is, let us say you take an admission, somebody wants to take an admission in an engineering college. So definitely it's a contract when you take an admission. So the college should be in the capacity to give admission. Capacity means it should be a properly affiliated college to university which it is claiming. It should be affiliated to say ICT, affiliated to a university, etc., etc. And so it should have the capacity. Otherwise, it will be a legal kind of contract. Tomorrow you are able to prove that the college is not affiliated and they hoodwink the students. Similarly, if you are dealing with a broker, stock broker, and this stock broker is not a licensed broker with any stock exchange, so you have to see what is the license, whether he is registered with the stock exchange as well as SEBI. So this broker in the very first place did not have the capacity to contract. So tomorrow, even if you have done the contract, you have given the money, and when you came to know that you were due, this person was not eligible, was not an eligible broker. So you have a valid point. So capacity to contract should be seen in that sense also. If you are buying a insurance policy from an insurance company, that insurance company should be licensed by IRDA, or a bank should be if it is a cooperative bank or a microfinance bank or whatever, they should be licensed with RBI, with the concerned authorities. So that gives them the capacity to contract. Similarly, if you are dealing with any agent of a company, so you must you have the right to see the license of that person, see the identity card of that person. So capacity to contract is that also. And of course, in general sense, for in the case of individuals, yes, you cannot contract, enter into a contract with a minor. It will be termed as a void contract, etc., and unsound mind per person, etc. Then this is a Latin word, consensus ad idem. So anybody would like to tell what is this consensus ad idem?
Sir, there should be consensus two parties, like they should be on the same page while making the terms and conditions of the agreement. They should understand
Correct.
the in a similar manner.
Correct. They should understand the contents of the agreement in a same sense. They should. It should not happen that I am understanding the same word may have different meanings. I am understanding it in a different sense, and you are understanding in another sense. So the meaning and the interpretation of the words and the sentences should be crystal clear to both the parties. Or in other words, the law says that both the parties should understand the contents in the same sense. Both the parties should be in the same mind. That makes it a consensus ad idem. For example, an insurance company says that yes, we will give you double the sum insured in case of accident. No, it's a very simple sentence, but what does accident constitutes? What is accident? Tomorrow they will say, no, any collision on the road is an accident. Train, only when there is a collision or when the train derails from its rails, then it is an accident. Accident could be when somebody is going down the stairs and one feet gets slips, one gets fall down and dies. Or suppose one is caught in a riot. A riot is going on in a city, and you get caught in a riot, and as a result, there was stone pelting from both the sides, or some firing was happening from both the sides, and you got caught into that, and a person died. So is it not an accident? So the comprehensive definition of accident should be made clear. So that is why, in any plan which you are buying, you must read all the terms and conditions so that there is a consensus ad idem. Every word and meaning should be interpreted properly. Then comes legality of objective.
So, like the agreement should not be about something illegal. Like a drug deal cannot be an agreement.
Correct.
Because it's illegal.
Correct. Very good. So you have given a very nice example. So another example, let's say somebody has given a contract of murder to other person. You must be seeing in the movies also, and in actual life also that happens. So there is an offer and acceptance. One person is giving an offer: if you remove this person from my way, I will give you, say, 10 lakh rupees. The other person accepts it. So there is an offer and there is a give and take over here. The other person will murder and this person will give money in lieu of that. Consideration is there. So money as well as the removal of a person. Capacity, one person has the capacity to pay, the other person has the capacity to kill. Consensus ad idem, they are talking in code words. That yes, he's not saying straight away कि murder करना है on phone or whatever. So he's saying कि भाई उड़ाना है, चिड़िया उड़ानी है. और उसने कहा हाँ सर चिड़िया उड़ा देंगे. उसने कहा आपको 5-10 खोखे मिलेंगे. So he's understanding what does khoka means. So there is a consensus, both are understanding the code language. But tomorrow, if one person doesn't murder, or if one person murders, the other person does not give the money, they cannot move the code of law, because the basic objective was not legal. So legality of objective has to be there. For example, you have given the example of drugs, laws like, you know, surrogate motherhood. Earlier, surrogate motherhood is that when some ladies, you know, they carry they carry in their womb.
They bear someone's child.
Carry somebody's else, you know, fetus in their womb for a sum of money. So that is now illegal in India. So legality, if such kind of contracts have happened and tomorrow, you know, there was some dispute between the two parties, it will not be.
Surrogacy is legal in India.
Now it is not illegal, you know. The government came to know about certain instances, so they made it illegal.
So like, if it's done for money, then it's illegal. But if it's done for just being nice to someone, it's legal.
Okay, if it is done for money, then it is illegal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
So betting in India is an example.
Betting, yes. Betting for, you know, the matches are going on and people are betting on the outcome of the match, that is illegal. So any kind of dispute in that will not have the backing of the code or backing of the law. So legality of objective has to be there. Then comes the capability of performance. What would this mean?
So it's a deal between two parties, like to produce some goods. So, and if the other party does not have the capacity to do that, then they cannot enter the contract.
So that is capacity to contract, no? This is,
yes, sir.
What is the difference then between capacity and capability? See, for example, the example which is coming to my mind immediately is that it's coming from the education world. Let's say MBBS course, everybody knows, is of 5.5 years. And some institute is claiming that we will give you the MBBS degree after 6 months, 8 months. We have compressed the course and will teach all that in 6 to 8 months continuously. Now, such kind of contract, if it has been entered into, it is not capable of performance, you know, by any stretch of imagination. The courts will say, no, this is not number one, it is not legal also. Well, teaching somebody is not illegal, they can argue. So, but it is not capable of, you know, making a proficient doctor in 6 months. How you can compress this course? It's not capable of being performed. Many, you know, financial companies, they say, okay, we will double your money in 6 months or 1 year. Now today, when the interest rates are 5%, 5.5%, maximum 6%, how you can, when the money is being doubled in 8 years, 9 years, and what kind of, you know, instruments you will be investing that you will double the money, and how can you give the guarantee that you can double the money? Either you say that yes, we are putting in equity, your money may be doubled, or maybe your money may be halved also, but your risk is yours. That is why for every mutual fund company, it is being mandatory by SEBI to say that mutual funds are subjected to market risk. Please read the offer documents carefully before investing. So it is made compulsory and mandatory to speak in every advertisement, to write on their papers. So you cannot guarantee so sometimes the court take this view that this agreement, it was not possible to come to a, you know, logical conclusion which you are claiming. It's not possible. Now, in a lighter language, you know, to make it lighter, somebody says, you know, like, मैं तुम्हारे लिए चांद तारे तोड़ करके ला दूंगा, मैं तुम्हारी दुनिया तुम्हारे कदमों में रख दूंगा. So these are good, you know, idioms. These are good metaphors. But क्या हम उसको कोई बोल देगा कि नहीं साहब आपने बोला था चांद तारे लाओ मेरे सामने? I mean, just to give you in a lighter tone. So any contract should be capable if in the very first place ये मालूम चलता है तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है यार ये पूरा करना, ये तो मे बी इसके पीछे क्या इंटेंशन रही है, फ्रॉड की है, मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन, बट ये पॉसिबल नहीं है, तो दैट विल आल्सो नॉट बी टर्म्ड एज अ वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. So here, are you with me? Do you agree with this now? Capability of performance.
Yes, sir.
Can I
Yes,
give
sir.
another? Can I give another example? This is not clear.
You want to give another example?
Yes, sir. Please give another
Please,
example.
yes.
Sir.
Acha, you
No,
want me
sir,
to give
I don't
another
want to give example. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want you to give an example, please.
Acha. So first of all, I gave you the example of any financial, company. It may be a company saying that I will double your money in 6 months, or there are many companies which say that yes, we are investing in agricultural products. We will plant popular trees or eucalyptus trees. They will grow and they will sell. We will sell their wood. So your money will be made 3 times in 3 years. So again, these things, there has to be an empirical evidence about that. If there is no backing of an empirical or logical evidence, and afterwards the company may run away with the people money. So even if the company has not run away with the money, if some of the investors feel that they were swayed away by the over performance of these products, they may approach the courts that this is being promised to us, that the company is promising us 3 times, 4 times the return in 3 years, 4 years. So the court will take a view. They will engage some experts that how it is possible. You give us the proper calculation, give us the proper cash flows. They can ask the company, give us the proper cash flows, how you have come to that conclusion that the money will be made 3 times, 4 times in a period of say 2-3 years. So the idea over there is that the courts are trying to know whether it was capable of performance or not. If it is not capable of performance, so probably there was some bona fide intention on the part of the company. And the first example which I gave to you was in anybody over promising that I will complete this course in 3 months, 6 months. So I think that will fall under this category of capability of performance. Similarly, for example, I give you my own example. Yes, it has just now come into my mind. I also take sometimes some consulting projects. Recently in this lockdown also I'm doing some project for one of the multinational companies. So I have to make a lot of contents for them. They are making a learning app. So I have to make summary of their various PPTs and all, so that I put the relevant content, because I am also the subject expert, and so they wanted somebody. So I'm working from my home itself. So in lockdown also I'm working over there. So when I entered into their contract, I was, it was a little bit gray area for me also, what will be the quantum of the work for me. So just based on some initial talks between us, we entered into a contract. So sometimes there is a risk also in entering into a contract. So afterwards, I realized that there is a huge contract, and the company said that there is a huge work and you do it in 10 days. Our contract was for 3 months, so they said there will be other work also, but this work you have to do in 10 days. I mean, there are presentation PPT which are international presentations, and these companies have, on one slide they have so much of written material. They are not meant for training, they were meant for presentation to the client. And I have to make summary of those 100 pages, 150 pages, and they are saying, and you do it, there are 300 such presentations, and each presentation has got 150 pages or 150 slides, 100 slides. I said, it is humanly not possible. I said, better, we go out of the contract, and whatever work I have done, I'm ready to, get away from it. I am not asking for anything, but this way, you have to be objective into this. So therefore, in any contract, you cannot say that a person can work so much of thing in 1 day or 2 days. You have to see based on, even if it is you are working from computers or from machines or physical labor or mental labor, there has to be you have to see the capability of performance. You cannot tell somebody that yes, आप किसी फार्मर को ये नहीं बोल सकते कि एक दिन में तेरे को इतने एकड़ का वो इरिगेट करना है मेरा लैंड. तो अगर वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में उसने साइन भी कर दिए हैं दूसरे बंदे ने, तो इट विल नॉट स्टैंड द स्क्रूटिनी ऑफ द लॉ, राइट?
Yes,
इज
sir.
दिस क्लियर टू यू ना? कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ
Okay.
परफॉर्मेंस के अगर गलती से मेरे से किसी ने साइन भी करा लिए हैं कि मैं एक दिन में इतना ये सब काम कर दूंगा, मैंने कर दिया भाई,
Yes,
मेरे को
sir.
काम चाहिए था, बट कल को मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ अगर काम पूरा नहीं हुआ, उसने मेरे पैसे नहीं दिए, तो आई कैन टेक द रिकोर्स ऑफ लॉ कि यार इट वाज नॉट कैपेबल, ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं था, और उसने मेरे को ये दे दिया, तो दिस विल आल्सो मेक द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एज नॉट वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. This is what I am trying. This is what the point I am trying to make over here. So I think now it makes a logic to you.
Yes, sir.
Capability of performance. तो मैंने जब उनको लिखा कि यार ये possible नहीं है, then they came to terms with it. Then they have given me time. Now still I am doing their work. So I said, and then I told them I am not full time with you. I am not your employee. You have hired me as a consultant. So rather you must ask me that how much time it will take. Rather you are saying that no, you do it in 10 days. Our job is at stake. हमको job दिखानी. मैंने कहा what is this? यार, I am a consultant and you are saying our job is at stake. What kind of illogical arguments you are giving to me? So when you know the law, then you can be assertive to the other person. So that is why this subject is important. Then last in this slide is intention to create legal relations. Now, what is the difference between this word and legality of objectives? So this we need to distinguish. Legality of objectives is that objective should be legal. But what is the meaning of this? Intention to create legal relationships.
So like both the parties should have the intention to enter the agreement. Like there should be one party shouldn't have been forced by the other party to enter the agreement.
Sir, there should be
Okay.
sir, there should be right intention. What one party or two party agree with any project.
No, sir. No,
Sir,
sir.
as you
Okay.
mentioned that, hello, sir. Sir, as you mentioned that, for
Yeah.
example, when two friends are, asking to each other, like, let's go to the pub or something. So this is not a legal relation or a legal contract. So here, intention to create legal relation means that there should be a legal contract, like contract of business or something like that, not a, a contract between two friends, like go to pub and all.
Okay. See, okay. So actually, it is more than that. What you people are saying.
Sorry. Can I?
Here we have written in a yes, please, yes.
Sir, in this contract, in a particular contract, both the parties should be like, if one of the parties didn't satisfy the promise or didn't satisfy the promise only, didn't satisfy the promise, then the other party can legally proceed on him. Both the parties should agree to this.
Okay. Okay. Now, slightly more than that. Let me tell you. Let's say when you purchase any property, you have to get it registered in the court. There is an office of registrar of properties.
Yes, sir.
And you have to pay the registration cost of that property, जिसको हम in हिंदी हम बोलते हैं रजिस्ट्री करा रहे हैं, हम प्रॉपर्टी की रजिस्ट्री करानी है भाई. So for example, like in Haryana, we have around 6% is the registration cost. Suppose you have bought any property of worth 20 lakh rupees, so 20 lakh rupees का 6% will be the registration cost. So कितना हो गया? 160,000. 1.2 lakh rupees. So if it is a property, so 6% to 7% varies from state to state. So 6 to 7% is the registration cost. That means you have to use the stamp papers worth so much of amount. If it is a property worth 1 crore, then the registry cost itself will be 6 to 7 lakh rupees. That will be the cost to register in your name, so that you get the property validly transferred in your name. So then only you will be called as the legal owner of that property. What happens in the general scenario is that people transfer the property based on power of attorney. They will say, okay, I have given the money to the other and he has transferred, he has given a power of attorney to me. that yes, Mukul Jain can use it. Power attorney says that Mukul Jain can use that property, but in the official papers of that land or that house or that shop or that factory, the name of the other person will still be there. If tomorrow this person sells this property to the other person by showing the documents, because documents mein to uska naam hai, now I will have a great problem in proving that the property I had paid the money to the other person. So in such high value transactions, it is very necessary to create legal relationships by abiding to the technicalities of to make it legal. That is why, you know, like indemnity bond, many times in our colleges also we take a anti-ragging agreement from the students on a 10 rupee bond paper.
Affidavits, yes.
Affidavit. So affidavit have to be on a stamp paper. Similarly, in companies, if you are giving money to anybody, so you take a receipt from that person on a revenue stamp. You take the signature of that person. So that gives you a valid proof that the money was given or the salary was given to the person. So it makes it legal. It gives it a legal shape. So in order to adhere to the technicalities, of course, initially I said that contracts may be by verbal things also. There can be a contract. It may be proved to be a legal contract, but however, in certain transactions, to make it more legal, to give you more teeth, to give you more power to assert yourself, it is necessary to fulfill the technicalities, the legal technicalities of an agreement. So that is the meaning of intention to create legal relationships. Many times people, in order to save money, they don't register the property, and so then they land in a suit. And that is why, you know, in civil cases, in terms of civil cases, 80% of the cases are relating to property disputes in India today. Right. Now coming back to consideration, yeah, one more thing I wanted to say to you. Consideration, suppose I get some property from my father. Now, as a father, my father can transfer any property to his son or to his daughter. So in return, I don't give anything to my father. So won't it be a valid contract? Because there has been only consideration from one side. My dad has given me the property. He has transferred that property in my name. But in return, I have not given anything to my father. So would
Yes,
it
sir,
not
it will
be a
be a
valid
contract.
Why?
Because he has offered you something and you have accepted it.
No, that is offered and acceptance. I am talking about consideration. This consideration.
Okay.
So there was consideration from my father's side, but there was no consideration from my side to him. I did not give any money to him.
Sir, this is not consideration or any contract here. Actually, you have right to your father's land, so you can get that land, sir. Actually, there is no contract here.
Okay. Well, your first part is right. Second part is not totally right. It's also a contract. It's also a contract. However, there has been exceptions to this consideration. That consideration need not be into a material thing. It's not necessary that I should give money. It is out of love and affection. My father can transfer any property in the name of his children, sons or daughters. So the law has accepted consideration in the form of love and affection. However, love and affection, you cannot show a love and affection to one's girlfriend or one's boyfriend. If you transfer a property to your girlfriend, she may be very close to you, but the law does not recognize that kind of relationship. The law only recognizes relationship that is blood relationship, or the relationship of husband and wife. Husband can transfer a property in the name of wife or vice versa. Similarly, a person can transfer a property to his descendants or ascendants. Descendants means to son, daughter, grandchildren, or a son can transfer a property in the name of a father, or a daughter can transfer. So those kind of relationship, and they are specified relationships which are considered in the eyes of law. So love and affection in case of blood relationships or husband and wife are considered. So that is also a consideration. So therefore, love and affection is also a consideration. So I think, so this was an important point which I wanted to dwell upon. However, if it is other than these relationships, then it will be the contract will be under a question mark, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
are
Yes.
you with me? Okay. So this point need to be very clear. This consideration. For example, I give you again another example. I live in DLF phase 5. This is called Princeton Estate where we live. It's a very good high profile society. Although our flats are very simple average flats for middle class, but our society is very high profile society, and it is on the golf course road. So it's so happened that in the year 2000, we were in some other city, and my brother was in Delhi, and he was also working in Gurgaon. So at that point of time, we just were thinking that Gurgaon will rise by leaps and bounds over a period of time. So there was an offer from this DLF society that they were plotting, and they had offered to build a multi-story building, and there was an offer for flats. So the construction had still not started. So my brother asked me, so I told him, yeah, you book the flat. But he said, no, he's already living in Delhi, he won't live. So I told him that, okay, I will live over there. You book the flat in your own name. And since he was working, he was in a job, so he would have got the loan very easily. And at that point of time, I was in a self-employment mode. So I said that, for me, getting the loan would be a problem. So you take the loan. So he took the loan, and the house these multi-story buildings were built, and we got the possession in the year 2003, 2004. In 2004, I shifted over here, and I have been living. So in a family kind of a setup, my parents said that, okay, this house will belong to Mukul. So Mukul will live over here. So I have been living since 2004. But then after a few years, we thought that let me, transfer it in my name, because the house was in the name of my brother, Manish. But then this problem came that I have to get it registered. The price of the flats went up so high. So then the flat price of the flat became 1 crore. Now it is even more than 1 crore. So 1 crore, that means the registry cost will be 6 to 7 lakh. So I said, yeah, let us not go for such expenses. Family ki to baat hai, main reh raha hu, so what is the problem? So anyway, but my parents said, no, it's better that you get it transferred. We are here. Tomorrow, if we are not there in the world, then it may create some dispute. Afterwards, we don't want, so get it transferred in your name. Now in 2014, what happened? That elections were there in Haryana in 2014, along with after general elections. So Bhupinder Singh Hooda, he made a rule in Haryana that if the property is transferred among blood relations, then no registry cost will be taken. Earlier, the rule was that yes, the brother can transfer the property out of love and affection, but the registry cost will have to be given if I have to transfer it in my name. Are you getting my point? I'm telling you the legal point now. But in 2014, just before the election, the Haryana government made a rule that in Haryana, if there is any family property, and if somebody wants to transfer from one brother to the other brother, or from brother to sister, or they had specified certain relationships, then we will not take any registration cost. So just on the basis of affidavit, it will be transferred in the person's name. So we got to know about this rule, and then immediately in 2015, I got it transferred in my name. It was just small, about 8,000-10,000 rupees we had to spend on affidavits, etc., to give the advocate, and so that he made the task easy for us. So we saved around 6 to 7. At that point of time in 2015, the property had become 1.5 crores. So we had saved around 8 to 9 lakh rupees in registration cost, and I got the flat transferred in mine. So I think now you got a fair idea about all these things, right? So why it is important to create legal
Yes, sir.
relationship also, the thing in your name. So for that, you have to spend money to registration cost and stamp paper cost, etc. Okay, so coming back to our thing called valid contract. So any contract which fulfills all these conditions, of course, there are few more conditions, we'll come back to that. So some of those, now you have got a fair idea that what is a valid contract. It's an agreement enforceable by law. An agreement becomes enforceable when it satisfies all the conditions prescribed by law. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, anything you want to add? So just to 1 minute, I am just minimizing it. Okay, so we have got a good attendance now. I didn't see that in between. Any messages in between? Okay. Okay, so are you enjoying the sessions till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, great.
Yes, sir.
Great, because the sessions should be
Yes,
enjoyable
sir.
also. So you are free to chip in, give examples from your side also, from whatever you have heard from your family, from your relationship, because it's such a subject that there can be a lot of examples.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. I have a question.
Please tell your names also, before saying anything.
Swati.
Huh?
Swati Singh. Swati.
Yeah, Swati, yes.
सर लाइक हम अगर किसी लाइक हम एक फ्लैट बुक करते हैं तो सर लाइक अगर वो हमें बोलता है कि वो 2 या 3 महीने में हमें वो फ्लैट बना के देता है, तो सर ये हमारे और उसके बीच में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हुआ या एग्रीमेंट हुआ कि उस फ्लैट को वो कंप्लीट करके 2 से 4 महीने में देता है, तो दैट वुड बी अ एग्रीमेंट और अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट?
It's a contract. That is what is happening today, like in Greater Noida and Noida, all these builders, Amrapali and JP Group, Amrapali and JP Group, इनको तो सारा Supreme Court ने, they have made their companies as dormant, and in fact the government panel is now looking after these companies. Amrapali, they had promised their people that they will deliver the flats in say 2 years, 3 years, and the people took heavy loans and they were paying installments also. At the same time, they were living in rented flats, and then the company, they diverted this money which they took from the people. They diverted this money to other projects, and they tried to show this is what today companies are doing. They diverted this money, and they opened up different projects and took money from all the people and hired Mahinder Singh Dhoni at that point of time as their brand ambassador, etc. So now the case went to various courts and finally to the Supreme Court. These people who were the subscriber to their schemes, they said that it was a contract and the company did not heed to the contract. So despite breaking the contract that 3 years, 4 years, it has been now 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Now the Supreme Court has taken a very strict stand. हाँ, बीच में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये बोला था कि इनके पैसे जो है आप लौटा दीजिए. लोगों ने फिर इनकी एसोसिएशन बन गई, जो रेसिडेंट्स थे, इनके जो क्लाइंट्स थे, उन्होंने कहा हम पैसे वो क्या करेंगे, अब 8 साल 10 साल हो गए, हमने इतना सारा इंटरेस्ट दे दिया, हम अभी भी किराए पे रहने, हमें तो मकान चाहिए. उन्होंने कोर्ट को बोला है, गवर्नमेंट को, हमें मकान चाहिए, अब हमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए, वी डोंट वांट मनी नाउ. So now under the supervision of the government, Ministry of Urban Affairs, these flats are being constructed. And even अभी recently आपने पढ़ा होगा, government has also, मुझे अभी अमाउंट याद नहीं है, several crores of rupees government ने रियल एस्टेट फंड में डाला है कि वहां से ये पैसा उठा करके ये फ्लैट्स बनाए जाएं. और कैसे कंपनी से फिर रिकवर करेंगे या गवर्नमेंट देखेगी उसको कैसे करेंगे. तो ये सब अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट की निगरानी में बहुत सारी कंपनीज हैं जो कि, तो दीज आर डेफिनेटली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स and they have violated the contracts. The money which they have taken from the public, they should have invested in the houses. Rather, they have, diverted it in some other projects. और अपने आप को बड़ी कंपनी बना ली, फिर लिस्टेड कर ली अपनी कंपनीज को, और शेयर की वैल्यू टेम्परेरीली बढ़ा ली और अपने शेयर्स खरीद के बाहर निकल गए. This is what is happening. So this is definitely a breach.
This is basically a contract, right?
Yes.
This is basically a contract.
Absolutely.
Give an example of agreement also. A simple example of agreement.
The simple example of agreement, like at the very outside I had given, agreements can happen between husband and wife, can happen between two friends, So normally we call them agreements कि भाई आज agreement है, we will go for dinner. Somehow you did not go for dinner, so agreement was broken. So doesn't matter, थोड़ी देर वाइफ रुक जाएगी, उसको मना लेंगे, उसको थोड़ा गाना गा के बना लेंगे, थोड़ा सा गाना भाई वाइफ को, तो इस तरह से इन ए जनरल सेंस एग्रीमेंट्स भी मेनी टाइम्स एग्रीमेंट्स ऐसे होते हैं कि जो कि वेयर देयर इज अ इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ मनी. आपने एक आदमी से पैसा ले लिया, भले ही आपने रिटर्न में कुछ नहीं लिया है, बट आपने उससे पैसा ले लिया है, तो देन इट बिकम्स अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. हालांकि देयर वाज नो रिटर्न थिंग. अगर आप ये प्रूफ कर सकते हो कि मैंने पैसा दिया, आपने सपोज बैंक से उसको ट्रांसफर कर दिया पैसा, तो देन इट बिकम्स अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दैट देयर इज अ ट्रेल ऑफ मनी ओवर देयर. यू हैव ट्रांसफर्ड द मनी आइदर फ्रॉम योर बैंक अकाउंट और थ्रू पेटीएम, या आपने कैश भी दिया हो, तो कोई ना कोई विटनेस होगा. अगर आप प्रूफ कर सकते हैं, तो भले ही वो एग्रीमेंट था, तो यू कैन कन्वर्ट इट इनटू अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच.
सी लॉ क्या है, लॉ के अंदर चीजें लिखी हुई हैं, बट हाउ वी इंटरप्रेट द लॉ, उसके बाद दैट इज व्हाई वी नीड लॉयर्स ना टू इंटरप्रेट द लॉ. द सेम लॉ कैन बी इंटरप्रेटेड इनटू डिफरेंट मीनिंग्स, बट बेसिकली law says that agreement is a promise between two or more parties to do certain things or not to do certain things, but it may not be enforceable by law. Whereas it becomes the moment it becomes enforceable by law, it becomes a contract. So when it will be enforceable by law, when there are stakes involved. Stakes involved mean when you, भाई आपने अपने फ्रेंड को बोला था यार आज मैं तेरे को डिनर पे ले जाऊंगा, आप डिनर पे नहीं ले गए, तो आपने कुछ लिया तो नहीं ना अपने फ्रेंड से, तो ये एग्रीमेंट हो गया, ठीक है, ब्रेक हो गया. तो ये थोड़ी है कि कोर्ट में या आपको आपके खिलाफ लीगल एक्शन ले लेगा वो. लेकिन अगर आपने अपने फ्रेंड से पैसे ले लिए कि यार मेरे पास अपनी मोटरसाइकिल है और वो मैं उसको सेल करना चाहता हूँ, तो आपके फ्रेंड ने कहा मैं खरीद लूंगा, ये ले पैसे. फ्रेंड ने आपको कुछ एडवांस दे दिया कि ये ले आपकी मोटरसाइकिल है, कितने की है, आपने कहा 25,000 की दूंगा, उसने कहा ये ले 5,000 रुपया रख ले या 10,000 रुपया आपने फ्रेंड से ले लिया. उसके बाद आप उसको डिलीवर नहीं करते हैं मोटरसाइकिल, तो ये अब नाउ इट इज नॉट अ सिंपल एग्रीमेंट. नाउ मनी हैज बीन इन्वॉल्वड इन दिस. नाउ इट इज ब्रेकिंग, इट इज यू आर ब्रेकिंग द ट्रस्ट ऑफ योर फ्रेंड. You have taken the money and now you are refusing to acknowledge the receipt of the money and you are not giving the money like that. Now this agreement, earlier it was an agreement, now it has been converted into a contract, whether it was written or not. Understand? So there is a thin line, between agreement and contract, but contracts are enforceable by law. आपके फ्रेंड ने बोला था मैं मोटरसाइकिल तेरे को बेच दूंगा, उसने कुछ आपसे लिया नहीं था, लेकिन आपसे बात हो गई 25,000 में बेच दूंगा, लेकिन बाद में फ्रेंड को कहीं 30,000 का कस्टमर मिल गया, उसने नहीं लिया, तो आपने कुछ लिया नहीं था ना उससे, तो ठीक है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कन्वर्ट करना विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द अदर पर्सन. ठीक है, उसकी
क्योंकि सर इसमें मनी की ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं हुई.
यस,
राइट,
करेक्ट. तो ये एनफोर्सेबल नहीं है इतना. वो ठीक है, अपनी गुडविल लूज करेगा, फ्रेंडशिप लूज करेगा, यार मेरे साथ इसने वादा किया था 25,000 में, देखो इससे 30,000 में कोई और कस्टमर मिल गया तो इसने वो वादा तोड़ दिया, वो ठीक है. बट एनफोर्सेबल होगा अगर रिटर्न में कहीं पे अगर किसी ने किसी से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर भी लिया, भले ही पैसे नहीं लिए, देन इट बिकम्स अ लीगल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. या फोन पे उसने बोल दिया और फोन की आपके पास रिकॉर्डिंग है, या दो विटनेस के सामने आपने बोल दिया कि हाँ भाई,
या फिर सर किसी लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट पे साइन कर दिया.
यस, बिल्कुल, तो देन इट बिकम्स अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ठीक है, तो लेट्स कम बैक टू आवर प्रेजेंटेशन वंस अगेन. So that is what valid contract means, which when it satisfied all the basic conditions required for a contract. Void contract, a contract which ceases means which stops to be enforceable by law, becomes void, or when it ceases to be enforceable. Or in other words, yes.
सर एक पॉइंट मैं ऑडिट करना चाहता हूँ, जैसे एग्रीमेंट के बारे में जो बोले सर, तो मुझे लगता है कि एग्रीमेंट सर ज्यादातर लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए होता है. जैसे बिजनेस, जैसे बैंक हुआ, SBI बैंक हुआ, चाहे एक्सिस बैंक है और कैनरा बैंक, जैसे इसका मतलब खुद का तो मतलब बिल्डिंग नहीं होता कहीं पे, चाहे किसी का भी बिजनेस बैंक हो या किसी पर्सन का मतलब बिल्डिंग होता, तो वो अपना खुद का वहां पे ब्रांच खोल देता, राइट सर. हाँ तो वहाँ लॉन्ग टर्म
रेंट
के लिए,
एग्रीमेंट बोलते हैं ना उसको, रेंट एग्रीमेंट की बात कर रहे हो ना आप?
हाँ तो सर वो चाहे जिस टाइप का भी एग्रीमेंट हो, तो यहाँ पे भी देखते हैं तो सर यहाँ लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए बैंक एग्रीमेंट करता है कि वो जल्दी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो चाहे 100 साल के लिए एग्रीमेंट करता हो कि वो उस बैंक को वहां पे कोई भी प्रॉब्लम तो उस बिल्डिंग से उसको हटाए नहीं।
देखो ऐसा है, इन जनरल पार्लेंस, इन डे टू डे लैंग्वेज
तो
वी
बिजनेस
यूज
से
द,
बिजनेस की पर्सपेक्टिव से हम सोचे तो ये लॉन्ग टर्म लगता है मुझे।
नहीं नहीं, हाँ, नहीं, एक मिनट, मैं आप ही की बात का जवाब दे रहा हूँ, लॉन्ग टर्म का जवाब दे रहा हूँ मैं, स्ट्रेट अवे से यस या नो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, आप समझिए इस चीज को। व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज दैट इन अ जनरल पार्लेंस और इन डे टू डे पार्लेंस, इन डे टू डे लैंग्वेज, sometimes we use the word contract and agreement synonymously. मीन्स हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को कभी कभी एग्रीमेंट भी बोलते हैं, जैसे अभी आपने बताया भाई रेंट एग्रीमेंट लिखवा रहे हैं, तो रेंट एग्रीमेंट जो दो पार्टीज के, जैसे आपने बैंक को अपनी बिल्डिंग दे दी है तो रेंट एग्रीमेंट
Yes,
बोलते हैं, वैसे टेक्निकली इट इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, टेक्निकली इट इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, तो हम
सर एक
उसको,
सर
हाँ,
इसमें एग्रीमेंट हुआ क्योंकि सर हम लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए बात करते हैं कि
नहीं
मेरा
नहीं
ब्रांच कोई भी प्रॉब्लम, ब्रांच मेरा वहां से हटाए नहीं वो बिल्डिंग वाले।
अरे नहीं नहीं, देखिए एग्रीमेंट तो लॉन्ग टर्म भी हो सकता है, शॉर्ट टर्म भी हो सकता है। अभी 5 मिनट वाला भी एग्रीमेंट हो सकता है। 5 मिनट में हमने आपसे बोला है कि हमारा भाई 5 मिनट में हम एग्री करते हैं कि ठीक है भाई हम ब्रेक देंगे आपको, तो एक टीचर ने अपने स्टूडेंट्स को बोल दिया ठीक है 5 मिनट्स का ब्रेक है, एग्री, एंड एवरीबॉडी विल कम बैक इन नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट्स,
तो
सो इट
ये
इज
तो
एन एग्रीमेंट।
सर तो ये तो जनरल लेवल बोला, हम बिजनेस पर्सपेक्टिव से सोचे तो मेरा तो यही निकलता है ना सर।
So this is what I'm saying. In business perspective, also agreement. In business perspective, also agreement can be short term as well as long term. What you are saying is that it will always be long term. No, not necessarily. In business perspective, also it may be short term as well as long term. Rent agreement can be for 1 year. Usually, the rent agreements are for 11 months or for 1 year. So, irrespective of the fact that it is long term and your short term, an agreement can be made. So, coming back to void contracts, a contract which stops to be enforceable by law, or in other words, we are saying a contract becomes void due to impossibility of performance or change of law or death of one party or fraud, etc. So just now when I showed you all these terms and conditions like offer and acceptance, consideration, consensus ad idem. So if any one of these things are not there, then it will be considered to be a void contract. Void means null and void. That is, it will not be treated as a contract. It will be treated as that no contract has happened at all. So, or in other words, in a simple tip, you can say you can avoid this contract, the contract which can be avoided. So it becomes a void contract, yeah, null and void. So either, coming back to this, so if any of these conditions, any one of these conditions is not met, if the contract objective was not legal, it becomes a void contract. If one of the party did not have the capacity to contract, the contract becomes void. If there was no consideration, the contract becomes void. If the contract was not capable of performance, ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं था ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना, किसी ने मेरे को कंसल्टेंसी प्रोजेक्ट दे दिया और बोल रहे हैं कि साहब आप 2 दिन में काम कर लो, भले ही मैंने उसके ऊपर कंसिडरेशन ये सब कर दिया हो, अपना कंसेंसस दे दिया हो, बट ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं था, तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नल एंड वॉइड माना जाएगा कि जिसने भी बनाया है वो दूसरे को।
Sir, I have a doubt.
हाँ, यस
Sir, for example, when I give some money as a loan to daily wage employee, I mean daily wage.
टू इंडिविजुअल,
Yes, sir, daily wage individual.
हम्म,
Whose income, I mean, whose earning is only daily income, but nothing else. He don't have any assets or something else. Only daily wage.
ओके,
For example, I gave some 10,000 or something, and
Okay.
he promises me to give back in 2 or 3 months. 2 months example. For example, 2 months.
फॉर 2 months you have given, okay.
Yes, sir. We have that means we have formed a contract, and I can there is a contract, right? It is a valid contract.
You are saying you
Right.
have You have written a contract. This is what you're saying.
No, sir. For example, I have given money to him and he promised to give back in 2 months. It is a valid contract,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Then, for example, in if situation comes like this, that means in coronavirus came and daily wage employees cannot earn money in this situation.
Right.
So, in this situation, can I sue the other person, or will it be coming under void contract? Is something missing in this contract?
Okay. Okay. You have asked a very good question, very relevant question for today's times. The question, your good name, please.
Suresh.
Suresh. Achha, SV Suresh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, SV Suresh. Okay. Great. So the question which SV Suresh has asked is that if you have given, say, 10,000, 20,000 to a person who is a daily wage earner, and he said that he will be returning your money in 2 months or 3 months, and now because of some emergency situation like COVID-19, he is not able to pay. Whether it is a valid contract or a void contract, definitely the contract is valid. Only thing is that on your own accord, you may give him some more time. That is up to you. You can give him more time. Today, what is happening in today's situation, most of the, even it's not the question of daily wage laborer today. Today, even mall owners, the showroom owners, or the big offices who are working in malls, who have got their shops and showrooms in malls, they have asked the mall owners to skip the rent for 2 months, because they are saying there has been zero revenue. They are paying salaries to their employees and they have to pay a huge rent. They like in all these malls of Gurgaon or Delhi or anywhere else, the rental are 10 lakh, 20 lakh rupees per month for one showroom. So a mall, there is a clause in our law called force majeure, FORCE majeure, MAGEURE, force majeure. Force majeure says that in certain emergency situations, the terms and conditions may be diluted, or the landlord may not insist the tenant to pay the rent. Even the government is also advising the landlords not to ask for rents. They are not saying that skip the rent. They are saying that just give them some more time to pay the rents. Similarly, in the case of bank loans also, RBI has given moratorium of 3 months to the people who have taken loans. So what RBI is saying, that you can pay the loan after 3 months and no penalty will be charged on you. And they have also asked the banks to give them a moratorium of 3 months, but that doesn't mean that you skipped a particular installment. It's only saying that give them some more time to pay their. For example, the March installment can be given in July. The April installment can also be given in August. So they are giving them a 3-month window to them. So the question you are asking is that you can give a moratorium to that person, whatever loan you have given, but the contract remains valid. The contract does not become void.
Okay, sir. So I can sue the person if he is not able to pay.
Afterwards, you can sue the person, because since it is an emergency situation, so you can give him some more window. So you may not insist that please you have to pay me you have promised to pay me in 2 months, 3 months, because it is a force majeure situation. Force majeure means unforeseen situation, where nobody has got a control. So these are exceptional circumstances. But if it is not an exceptional circumstance, then you can sue the person.
Okay, sir. Got it. But one more doubt, sir. As just with this example, can you relate this example and explain the difference between capacity to contract and capability of performance?
Capacity to contract and capability of performance, I had explained you, given you many examples. Once again, let me give you.
Capacity. Can you relate this example, please?
Relate with which example? This example only.
This example.
Relate with this example. Okay. See, capacity to contract is if you have given a loan to somebody, you had the capacity that you have 20,000 rupees. It's not a big amount for you, so you have given 20,000. So you had the capacity to pay the money. And the other person, the farmer or a daily wage earner who has taken the money, he has the capacity to contract because he has the capacity to repay the money. Now, as a loan giver, he knows that you have the capacity to give him 20,000 rupees. But at the same time, you also have to assess that whether this daily wage earner, whether he will be able to pay me money or not. You will not give the money to any person going on the street. You will only give this money to a person, let's say to a maid who is working in your house. So your maid says that, yeah, I am working in your house, and similarly I am working in other houses also. So every month I will earn and I will pay you on monthly basis as an installment, as you give in a bank. So you say okay. So you have understood her capacity to pay. That her capacity to pay is not as a one lump sum, but her capacity to pay in say 4 installments or 5 installments. So this you have to assess while paying the loan, while giving the loan to the person, right? That is why when you take a loan from a bank, the bank does its underwriting. This is called underwriting. Bank does not give loan to any Tom, Dick and Harry. Bank also sometimes assess your capability. Suppose you are a salaried employee, bank will insist on your salary slip. That please show your salary slip. So your salary gives him the confidence that yes, you have a running income and you will be able to pay the bank. Similarly, if you are a business person seeking a loan, then they want your balance sheets of the last 3 years. They want your profit and loss account for the last 3 years. If your business is showing loss, they will refuse you to give the loan. So they are assessing your capacity to pay back the loan. So I hope this is now clear to you.
Okay, sir. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so our time is still 1:50, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be 1:50, and I have to take your attendance also. So should we close the session or should we continue for 5 more minutes? What do you say?
No, sir. Close the session, sir.
So because we have to take your attendance also. So we will continue it in the next session. So we'll make the session interesting like this. Please keep on asking questions. So I'm sure we'll be able to do a lot of justice to the subject. And this thing is sure that subject is very interesting and gives you all aspects of life and all aspects of business. So I will give you examples from marketing. I will give you examples from HR, from all fields, from finance, etc. Right. So let me open up your Google Sheet where it is. Your Google Drive. Yeah. Are you seeing the screen or your attendance?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Sir.
you can open your mics now. I'm before you. I'll be Abhijit Bhattacharya. Present or not? Okay, Abhishek Thakur.
Yes, sir, present.
Abhishek. Okay. Then
Yes,
Adesh
sir.
Kumar. Okay. Adesh. Present. See quickly, please. And Aditi Priyam.
Present, sir. Aditi.
Okay. Aditya Kedia. Aditya Kumar. Akansha Srivastav. Alisha Sen Anand.
Present, sir.
Alisha, okay. Then Ankit Kumar Sinha.
Present, sir.
Okay, great. Then Avin Kumawat. Deepika Singh.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Deepshika Kumari. Divya Bharti.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Harsh Gupta. Then Harshita Ahuja.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I am also present, sir.
Who?
Sir, Abhijit Bhattacharya.
Okay, Abhijit Bhattacharya. Okay, mark you present. And Jasmeet Kaur.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Jaideep Kumar Singh. Kamlesh. Kiran Hari.
Sir, I am also
Kumar.
present, sir. Aditya Kedia.
Are yaar, you.
Sir, actually, the mic was not. I think there was some technical issues, sir.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Then Jaideep Kumar Singh, Kamlesh, and Kiran. कुमार सौरभ. अच्छा, दोस्त जिनका अटेंडेंस हो गया है, they can leave the online session if they want. From me, there is no compulsion. No? They can leave if they want.
Kumari.
Kiran Hari, then Kumar Saurav, Lavanya Mishra, and Manpreet Kaur.
Hello, sir.
Present, sir.
Kiran Hari.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Manpreet Kaur present.
अच्छा, नहीं, दूसरे लोग भी उसके बिहाफ पे बोल सकते हैं. अगर आपको लगता है उसका माइक नहीं चल रहा है तो आप बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि मेरे सामने ना मैंने खोला हुआ नहीं है.
जयदीप भी प्रेजेंट है सर, और आदित्य कुमार भी.
एक मिनट यार, ये बड़ा टाइम लग जाएगा ऐसे तो.
Sir, Kamlesh present. Sir, Deepshika Rai भी.
एक मिनट, मैं दोबारा जा रहा हूँ. आप बोल रहे हो दीपशिका इज प्रेजेंट.
Sir, Harsh Gupta is also present, sir.
Sir, Irvin is present.
हर्ष गुप्ता इज
Sir,
प्रेजेंट.
Harsh Gupta is present, sir.
स्टार्टिंग से करने से खुद का बोल दो सर.
अब देखिए, जिसका छूट गया वो बाद में और वो स्टे करे. मैं वापस नहीं जा रहा हूँ. I'll mark it again then.
Okay, sir.
Then you tell me. So Jaideep Kumar Singh.
प्रेजेंट है सर.
Jaideep Kumar Singh is present.
Yes.
Okay. Kamlesh.
प्रेजेंट सर.
Kiran Hari. Kamlesh is present. Okay. Then Kiran Hari.
Present, sir.
Present हो गया. Okay. Kumar Saurav. And Lavanya Mishra.
सर कुमार सौरभ प्रेजेंट सर.
Kumar Saurav is present. Okay. Lavanya Mishra. Then comes Manpreet Kaur.
Present, sir.
Okay. Great. Welcome. Meenakshi Joshi.
Sir, she was there, sir.
Yes, sir. She was there.
Okay, she was
there.
Sir, Lavanya Mishra was present, sir.
I'll go back again, please. So, Megha.
Yes, sir, present.
Okay. Mohammad Aman.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Present,
Good. Okay, good. Mohammad Tanzeem.
Present, sir.
Okay, great. Mudita Mandal. Then Muntazir Alam.
Present, sir.
Then Neha Devla.
Yes, sir, present.
Okay, good. Welcome. Nishant Kumar.
Yes, sir. Nishant Kumar.
Okay. Nishant Kumar Singh. Okay, great. Parul Israni. Parveen Dahia.
Present, sir.
Who? Parveen.
Yes, sir, present, sir.
Okay. Prince Sharma.
Present, sir.
Prince is present.
Yes sir.
Priya Jaiswal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Priya Srivastav.
Present.
Present है Priya Srivastav.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ranjana Chakravarti.
Present, sir.
Okay. And, Ravi Ranjan.
प्रेजेंट सर.
Okay. Richa Ghai.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Ritika Saxena.
Present, sir.
Welcome. Saloni Gupta. Sayan Vaidya. And
प्रेजेंट सर.
Sir, he was there, sir.
Acha, he was there. Okay. Sayani Das.
Present, sir.
Okay. Seema Yadav.
Present, sir.
Okay. Shambhavi Kumari.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Shivam Vats.
Present, sir.
Present, okay.
Sir, Saloni present.
Saloni present है?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Parul present. Parul Israni present.
Arul Israni present, okay. Then Shivani Rai.
Present, sir.
Okay, welcome. Shraddha.
Present, sir.
Welcome. Shrishti Maurya.
Present, sir.
Welcome. Shrishti Sharma. Then Shubham Paul.
Present, sir.
Okay. Neha Nagar. Sneha. Sneha is a girl, na? So Sneha Yigala.
Present, sir.
Okay. Sonal Kumari.
Present, sir.
So Sonal Kumari. And Stuti Sharma.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. Supratim Ghosh.
Sir, Sneha Nagar present.
नेहा भी
सर सुप्रीतिम प्रेजेंट.
अभी नेहा आप वेट करो, मैं वापस जाऊंगा. सुप्रतिम प्रेजेंट. देखिए बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, फटाफट जल्दी करवाइए थोड़ा सा. तेजावत मोनिका.
Present, sir.
तेजावत इज नॉट देयर. शी इज प्रेजेंट. दूसरे लोग भी एक्चुअली ना मेरे सामने ना वो खुला हुआ नहीं है आपका वो, तो दूसरे लोग भी बोल सकते हैं बिकॉज वी कैन वेरी वेल चेक आफ्टरवर्ड्स. तो आप उस दूसरे के बिहाफ पे भी बोल सकते हो. विनय पाठक.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. विपुल कुमार.
प्रेजेंट सर.
विपुल इज प्रेजेंट.
सर विपुल प्रेजेंट.
अच्छा विपुल प्रेजेंट. देन विशाल स्वामी.
प्रेजेंट सर.
हाँ कैसे हो विशाल? हाउ यू?
सर गुड. व्हाट अबाउट यू?
हाँ यस फर्स्ट क्लास. योशिता भटियाल. हाँ योशिता भटियाल प्रेजेंट है नहीं है? नहीं है. अनामिका आनंद. ओके. अनामिका आनंद.
प्रेजेंट सर.
अरे यार अटेंडेंस लेना भी है ना, महाभारत है यार तुम्हारा यार, इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स हो गए ना एक ही सेक्शन में. फिर ये आर्यन जायसवाल.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. देन अमनदीप सिंह वालिया.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. अर्चना सिन्हा.
प्रेजेंट सर.
विशाल आनंद.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके वेलकम. रूपा सिंह. एंड सुहांशी प्रिया.
सर रूपा प्रेजेंट है, उसका माइक्रोफोन वर्क नहीं कर रहा.
ठीक है रूपा का लगा दिया मैंने. सुहांशी प्रिया. आप लोगों को
माइक ऑफ है सुहांशी का.
दिख रही होगी ना आपको भी अटेंडेंस शीट ये अपनी?
यस सर.
सुहांशी प्रिया.
यस सर.
सुहांशी प्रेजेंट है.
प्रेजेंट है. अच्छा. देन कम्स अविनाश कुमार.
यस सर प्रेजेंट.
ओके वेलकम अविनाश. भावना तोमर. चलो आगे बढ़े. साधना कुमार.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. मनीष कुमार.
यस सर.
ओके थैंक यू. देन मुगीबुर रहमान.
यस सर.
हाँ भाई कैसे हो मुगीबुर?
यस सर फाइन सर.
गुड. कार्तिकेय बारवा.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके गुड. रजत पारिक.
प्रेजेंट सर.
रजत इज प्रेजेंट. अच्छा. ओके. देन सागर सक्सेना.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. देन कम्स योर आंचल श्रीवास्तव.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. देन कम्स अपराजिता.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. देन मेघना मुखर्जी.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. रोहन वशिष्ठ.
प्रेजेंट सर.
यशराज
प्रेजेंट सर. प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. ओके थैंक यू. सुमितर चावरा.
प्रेजेंट सर.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. नीलेश लालवानी. नीलेश है प्रेजेंट. शालिनी कुमारी.
प्रेजेंट सर.
ओके. देन कम्स रोहन जायसवाल.
Yes, sir. Present.
Okay.
Sir, Adesh, this side, sir, there was a network issue, so I wasn't able to.
I'll go back. You have to wait. I'll go back to the attendance, okay, please. I'm on 85 number now. So Monica Rathi.
Present sir.
Okay. Then Devesh Kumar.
Present sir.
Devesh is present. Okay. Then Shitipati.
यस सर प्रेजेंट.
वाह साहब क्या बात है. शितिपति बहुत बढ़िया नाम है आपका. नेहा अग्रवाल. नेहा अग्रवाल. Okay. Okay, yes, I have marked it. You can see that. Abhinav Dev Gupta.
Present sir.
Abhinav, okay. शुभांकर बैनर्जी,
Yes, sir.
अक्षत जोशी, श्वेता ठाकुर,
Present, sir.
प्रिया कुमारी,
Present, sir.
विकास कुमार,
Yes, sir.
सौरभ पोरवाल,
Present, sir.
एसवी सुरेश,
Present, sir.
ओके ग्रेट, रोहित कुमार झा,
उपस्थित सर.
अरे वाह क्या बात है, देविया मेहता, शुभम जैन,
Present, sir.
और
Present,
देवी,
sir.
अच्छा देविया, ओके, शुभम जैन,
Present, sir.
ओके ग्रेट, आयुषी नेगी,
Present, sir.
आयुषी नेगी, ओके प्रेजेंट, देन रागिनी कुमारी,
Present, sir.
ओके,
Present, sir.
काजल इज प्रेजेंट,
Present, sir.
ओके, देन निशु गुप्ता,
Present, sir.
ओके, देन भवानी प्रताप सिंह,
Yes, sir.
हाँ ये तो ऐसा लग रहा है किसी पिक्चर में आते हैं, बड़े बड़े ठाकुर होते हैं, भवानी प्रताप सिंह, स्वाति सिंह, स्वाति सिंह,
प्रेजेंट सर, प्रेजेंट
ओके,
सर,
हाँ हो गया प्रेजेंट, आशीष, आशीष खस्सा,
Present, sir.
ओके प्रेजेंट,
Present.
ये कैसे,
Present, sir.
ये येलो में क्या मतलब है, ये निकिता सिंह ये छोड़ गई क्या, ये क्या है, ये येलो का क्या मतलब है, ये निकिता सिंह,
previous batch.
अच्छा शी
Sir,
से,
भावना तोमर present.
नहीं निकिता सिंह है या नहीं
Sir,
अभी, एंड सुमन हरसाना, सुमन यू आर देयर,
सर ये दोनों है तो सर हम लोग के बैच में है सर, लेकिन
नहीं
अभी
है क्या, अभी प्रेजेंट नहीं है, अच्छा,
नो शायद
सुमन को तो जानता हूँ, अब मैं बैक में जा रहा हूँ, किसका रह गया था आप बताइए जरा।
सर अविन कुमावत रोल नंबर 10.
रोल नंबर 10, अच्छा हो गया, और बताइए
सर आदेश कुमार रोल नंबर 3.
आदेश कुमार, एक मिनट एक करके बोलिए, किसी की, अरे किसी की आवाज बड़ा यार डिस्टर्ब कर रही है, किसका है माइक ये, आदित्य कुमार प्रेजेंट है, आदित्य कुमार, आकांक्षा श्रीवास्तव प्रेजेंट है, आदित्य कुमार प्रेजेंट और नॉट,
अच्छा प्रेजेंट है,
Yes, sir. Present.
अच्छा, और ये दीपिका कुमारी, आपका आई एम कमिंग, दीपिका
कुमारी present.
प्रेजेंट, ओके, एंड लवन्या मिश्रा
Sir, she was present, sir.
प्रेजेंट बोला तो है नहीं उसने सही, एंड योर मोदिता मंडल,
Present, sir. Present.
मोदिता यार उस टाइम बोलते नहीं है,
सर कुमार सौरभ सर.
Yes, sir.
रंजना चक्रवर्ती, उसका लग गया था, हाँ, कुमार सौरभ का नंबर क्या है,
सर PG 1926.
Sneha Nagar. Present.
नेहा नागर,
52.
ओके, लगा दिया, नेहा नागर, हाँ गुड, दृष्टि शर्मा तो नहीं है, 26 बताया ना आपने,
यस सर.
26 तो मोहम्मद तंजीम लिखा हुआ है,
सर रोल नंबर 26 सर, सीक्वेंस
सौरभ की प्रेजेंट लगी हुई है.
मैंने लगा दी
सौरभ तेरी
थी शायद,
present
लगा दी थी शायद,
20. हाँ सर 20th नंबर पे.
यार ये ना अभी, अच्छा चलो मैं आई एम जस्ट नाउ कमिंग बिफोर यू, वेरी स्टार्ट, हाँ, यार टेकिंग अटेंडेंस इज मोर tedious than giving the lecture.
Yes sir.
When
Yes,
students are there. So it has taken 10-15 minutes to us. So is there any easy way for attendance? All the faculties are taking this way only.
Sir, the
So
attendance is
attendance
also
record होती है seconds के according.
Sorry.
yes sir.
नहीं एक एक करके बताइए, सॉरी समझ में नहीं आया क्या बोला,
स्वामी बता दो.
सर जैसे आप रिकॉर्डिंग करते हैं तो टोटल जो 1.5 आवर का लेक्चर होता है, तो सर उसमें
हाँ।
यह है कि 4000 सेकंड से ज्यादा जिसने लॉग इन कर रखा है उसकी प्रेजेंट लग जाएगी.
4000 सेकंड से ज्यादा, अच्छा, और ये अच्छा वो अपने आप हो जाए, तो मुझे लेने की जरूरत नहीं है ये सब?
नो सर। सर एक बार आप प्रिया मैम से पूछ लें
हाँ,
एक बार,
बाकी
क्योंकि
फैकल्टी नहीं ले रहे क्या इस तरह से अटेंडेंस?
तो बाकी फैकल्टीज तो सेकंड के बेसिस पे ले रहे हैं, बट उनके पास डेटा प्रिया मैम से आ जाता है।
वो अलग चीज है कि वो
So,
कितनी अटेंडेंस
फिर
काउंट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमें भी तो अपना एक आपका इंटरनल असेसमेंट करना पड़ेगा ना, तो हमारे पास वो डेटा फिर हमें से पूछना पड़ेगा बार बार, वो डेटा दे दो दे दो।
यस सर, तो उन अटेंडेंस में फिर मतलब पीजीपी कन्वीनर की इन्वॉल्वमेंट होती है, और अगर आप चाहें तो आप अपने लेवल पे डायरेक्ट अटेंडेंस भी ले सकते हैं, रोल कॉल जैसे अभी लिया आपने।
चलो अभी कोशिश करते हैं, नेक्स्ट टाइम थोड़ा जल्दी कर लेंगे इसको, इट हैज टेकन मोर टाइम।
सर आप ये कर सकते हैं, एक सीआर को अपॉइंट कर सकते हैं, वो फटाफट ले ले अटेंडेंस।
ओके ओके
सर बिकॉज हम लोग तो हैबिचुअल हैं अटेंडेंस लेने के लिए, सो आप लेक्चर लेके सिर्फ वो सीआर 5 मिनट्स में खत्म कर देगा अटेंडेंस।
चलो ऐसे कर लेंगे हम, तो सीआर किसको बनाएं बताइए, यू सजेस्ट सम नेम, एनी नेम, यू, व्हाट
सर
अबाउट यू?
निशांत कुमार एंड विकास, दे आर द बेस्ट।
निशांत एंड विकास, ओके ठीक है एग्रीड।
निशांत कुमार फ्रॉम सेक्शन ए एंड विकास फ्रॉम सेक्शन बी।
ओके
बिकॉज सर वो अभी लास्ट ट्राइमेस्टर में भी सीआर थे, सो एंड सर भावना की आपने अटेंडेंस नहीं लगाई, वो काफी देर से बोल रही है।
मैं अभी लगा देता हूँ, एक मिनट, मैं वो खुला हुआ है, मैं लगा दूंगा भावना की, मैंने लिख लिया, मैं अभी लगा दूंगा। चलिए अब सबका टाइम क्यों खराब करा है, क्योंकि आपका नेक्स्ट सेशन भी होगा।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
I'll put it. So I hope you must have enjoyed our first session.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
So we will make it interactive, and so let's hope for a good academic journey. So thank you so much. So have your lunch. So have your lunch and enjoy.
You too sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, enjoy.
Okay.